Thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin. Small move to the upside, doesn't even show up on the weekly time frame. However, the most important idea that you need to wake up to and remember every day is Bitcoin has put in almost a record number of weeks below the 200 simple moving average, this yellow line. This is not amazing. You want to see the bulls flip this level for a bullish move higher. Otherwise, you are in a bearish downtrend with a bear flag, and you could see a move down here to 16,500. This is the Bitcoin 8-hour chart, and like we've been talking about, you always assume that the price action continues in the pattern until it doesn't. So now Bitcoin is trending higher. Now it could easily come down here and test this level or test this level, right? But you just assume that the price action continues in the pattern until it doesn't. This is a bear flag. Technical analysis said that this should break to the downside. When technical analysis is not respected, those are some of my favorite trades. I used to feel like, oh man, I failed. I didn't do it. As soon as I realized that the best trades actually come from when TA fails, because everybody else is having this exact same conversation about this exact same pattern. And when they get trapped, the market will punish them. So we called this bear trap here and we had explosive move higher. We called this bull trap here and this move lower. We called this bull trap here and this move lower. Now, but it really comes down to trading the range. You've got to be able to trade the range. And I'm going to go over this at the end of the video. It makes things a lot easier for short-term profits. And I'll go into detail. Banging. This is the Bitcoin 2-hour chart. So we talked about, in group I posted this, bulls need to break out of this small falling wedge right here. Okay, so what happened? You've got this breakout. So falling wedge, you've got this breakout and then bullish retest. So you would have opened on the bullish retest. That's your best, safest entry, right? So Bitcoin clearly up from that point. Now, Bitcoin is in this rising channel. At some point, there's a 68% chance this breaks to the downside. When will that happen? It would be bullish, the impulse higher, if it just comes down to this previous high and bounces. You saw this downtrend just continued slowly down. Alts got continually wrecked. We made a ton of money on short setups for altcoins. That we are an uptrend, which should break lower at some point, but has been amazing for altcoin setups and trading. I've got some amazing shout outs to give my trading group. This person's been in the group since August, started with 50,000, and now they're up to $300,000. Banging. This person started with under 15,000 invested altogether. He's got a $100,000 portfolio now, and he's still making mistakes. You're not going to be perfect at this, but I'm saying he's up crazy amounts of money, $85,000, and still making mistakes. You're not going to be perfect at this. This person, I'm up $600,000 since I joined your group. I'm closing in on the 7-figure club. Life-changing money comes quick. You need, no matter what you do in life, find someone who's successful. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use their wheel. This is not about, let's figure this out myself. This is, how can I quickly become profitable in this market and find somebody who's going to guide me through it. And I can help you, period. If you sign up this week, I'm still giving a huge discount, 60% off the regular prices. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. Pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Look at over the last 4 days, 15%, 56.90, 42, 43, 78, 646, 646, 667, 105, 48, 32. This is in 4 days. We find the bangers. Add another monitor. I've got 4. You can't see it in this picture, but I've got 4 monitors that every time I add a monitor, I'm like, man, I wish I would have done this earlier. So if you're trading on your phone, that works, but I definitely would recommend 2 monitors. you'll see a lot better results. Your technical analysis will be a lot better. So add another monitor. 2 monitors is great. 3, 4 are even better. Remember, this market, not like the stock market, where if you are Elon Musk and you're making a huge buy, you've got to file it with the SEC. And here Elon is filing he's buying some Twitter shares, filing with the SEC. This is not where we're at. This is the Wild West. This is like a 1,000-piece puzzle that we're putting together right now. You need anything possible in this market to give you an edge. On this channel, I'm going to continue planting these seeds that will help you understand and grow into extremely profitable traders. But you have to have some experience in this market and be in the right coins. This is a game where smart money tries to take your money, and they do. Crypto is not regulated. It's so much manipulation in this market, but you have to acknowledge it and run with it, because you can make a lot of money too. You just have to see what the whales are doing to trick the majority. Cody has some news, and this has been something where the news in this market hasn't been moving the altcoins like it has in the past. When the market is bullish, and I remember last bull cycle, you get a website redesign, you get 25% pump out of a coin. Like anything pumps the coins. Now, Cody's got multi-DAG 2.0 release coming August the 2nd. So you have to consider, what is Bitcoin doing, right? Top of the chart, most important thing you're looking at is, what is Bitcoin doing? In the past, as an example, on SXP, I think we hit about 300% profits. But people were still holding on for this news while Bitcoin was getting wrecked, and they got greedy in SXP. Bitcoin is the king. It controls the show. So understand that this news only goes so far. Bitcoin's going to call the major market pivots. So you have to always, on one of your extra monitors, have Bitcoin and watch it. So this hard fork is happening for Cody, coming up on August the 2nd. And the way this works is, in theory, you get a hype factor, a run-up, because people, something to talk about. But do you think right now there's a bunch of new traders FOMOing into these coins because they've got this amazing hard fork? No, they're not. They're scared. They're on the sidelines. Everybody's devastated and completely wrecked. And we have an amazing strategy to take advantage of these ideas. So news is going to move the market better when the market is bullish and Bitcoin is trending higher, right? But just planting a seed here, you always want to pay attention to coins with news, because it gives people something to talk about. People like myself, other YouTubers, Twitter personalities, bring attention to these coins based on this idea. So news that moves the market, pay attention to this. All this mainstream media crypto news is garbage. I just ignore it. A lot more of the stock market information that I've been learning and teaching you guys has been epic. But we've got a major change in what's happening with stocks and crypto, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. Get a whiteboard. You don't go to work and just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to wing it. I'm not even going to write anything down. I'm not going to take notes. We're in a game where we're trading against the elite. We're trying to take their money. When new money comes into this market, it's so much easier to take their money, right? They don't take profits. They don't sell. They hold everything. They just don't know any better. The point is, write everything down. Every day you sit down at your trading station, you have a plan in place of what you're watching, reminders, so you know where you left off. This market always runs. So you have to have organizational skills, and you'll see a direct correlation with your profitability and how organized you are, period. ES1, so this is different. We were watching for a bearish retest of ES1, and it happened right here. You got bearish retest. See how? So a bearish retest, so right here, you've got a rising broadening wedge. Well, you had the breakdown and bearish retest of this level. Bounced pretty hard based on this idea. If this support line right here is lost, and we could see a lot lower prices from the S&P 500. So this is a double top. It would be confirmed at this level. We're paying attention to this, but wait a minute. if we go and we look, this is clearly in a downtrend. What's happening? Something's different. Everybody wants Bitcoin to break its correlation with the stock market. Bitcoin's trending higher right now. My question is, how long will this decoupling last for? So the S1 is about, it's retesting this bearish retest level. So if it gets rejected here, do we see a move to the downside out of Bitcoin? This, let's say Bitcoin does break lower and you get a move down to support, right? There's buy ideas, a move down to the lower trend line. There's buy ideas for this giant double bottom, but you're in a large bearish pattern. So I'm not trying to predict which direction this is going. I know that I'm going to short everything if Bitcoin breaks to the downside because the market will get this shock factor, fear, panic selling. And when this thing bounces, you open longs. One of those two scenarios. If you cannot trade this market both ways, and we have it set up on Kucoin, so we're trading very easy to trade 3x short coins. Essentially, you trade them just like you do long coins. There's no liquidation scenario. You don't lose everything. And so it's like baby steps into shorting these coins. But when you short these coins, you can see a lot clearer how this market works. When you start shorting these coins, the bottom line is you are going to make tremendously more money because it will help you have a realistic perspective on which way the price action is going. If you're always a bull, you're going to immediately look at any chart and look for upside. And so we're truly able to capitalize on this market's move. It doesn't matter where it's going or where it's moving. We can trade both ways. Game changer. Now, this is a total market cap of all crypto, and it's down considerably. But it's at a point now where it's been in this range, right? You essentially have an ascending triangle, which is interesting. Ascending triangle, which says, TA says it's supposed to break to the upside. Whether it does or not, I don't care. I'm going to buy the breakout to the upside, or I'm going to short the breakout to the downside. I'm just waiting for the Bitcoin signal. Now, these triangles normally break when they're about 75% full. So if that holds true over the next week, 10 days, potentially, you could see a huge move out of Bitcoin. And you have to remember that the Fed is going to come out with interest rates on the 27th of this month. The rate hike. If that rate hike is above 75 basis points, you're going to see market downside. And so brace yourselves for the moves that we'll see in the future because we need the volatility as traders. We need the market to move. Trading long or short, you need the market to move so you can make money. This is an idea where you're just trading the range, and obviously not the same pattern we're looking at, but all you do when Bitcoin's in these large patterns is you load altcoins at the bottom of the pattern. So here you have one touch, two touches. So this is going to be an easy buy right here because you got your third touch, right? And then you just sell or short at the top. You can make a tremendous amount of money just trading the ranges. All these crazy bangers, these small caps move so well. And all you're doing is trading, you're opening based on what Bitcoin's doing. You've got to have Bitcoin on a screen at all times. And be aware, when is Bitcoin going to bounce? When is it going to pull back? You don't even have to be perfect. But when you're able to trade these ranges, you can make a tremendous amount of money in this market, period. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.